via Patreon. That's not it, ladies and gentlemen. We have King Cobra, JFS, and Cool Taste defending their tag team titles against Madge and Biscuit. But that's not it. We're gonna have a four-way elimination matchup. Andy Dick versus Chicken Andy versus Mexican Andy versus Asian Andy. It's Andy Mania for that heavyweight championship. But that's not it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a title match. The chef, Ben Pie, will go toe-to-toe with Kay's Cooking. But that's not it. Once again, Egghead goes all out in a King of Cringe championship match against Smarty. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Actual Mania. It is Friday, September 30th, only on Patreon.
And I will take credit for the fucked up audio during that part. My bad.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get away with this. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 1089. Doing it live. And I messed it up. I messed up that great intro. My apologies to everyone.
Better not stream tonight, boy.
Boy. I wonder how that got started. The whole boy thing with King Cobra.
No idea. He's a man. He's a real man. And people are asking where Monty is. Monty, unfortunately, we were actually talking when Hannibal got in. We were talking about how Hannibal and Monty lost their tag team titles to Cool Taste and King Cobra JFS at the last Actual Mania. And we were talking about father and son tag teams. And we brought up Rey Mysterio, his son Dominic Mysterio. And that was the big father-son tag team we could think of. But honestly, with Monty not showing up like this, I think it's more of a Shane McMahon, Vince McMahon thing.
And you know, Monty is known for his sexual assault, so
that's true.
It actually tracks.
That's true. Which one of you is quicker to go for the throat?
Yeah, well, I've perfected the art of the Van Terminator, so okay. I feel like I'm definitely Shane O'Mac.
Oh, you got to be Shane.
Yeah,
yeah.
And you know the glaring age difference between us.
Yeah, and the fact that Monty has been canceled.
I know what Monty's doing right now. Actually,
I have fucked both of my parents.
Better wash your hands before you come back.
I never not love seeing that whenever we're on Drunken Peasants.
Yeah,
it's good to be back, guys. It's been a while since we've been here.
It's been too long.
Yeah.
Too long.
Few quick announcements. Obviously, Actual Mania King of Cringe happening September 30th. You definitely don't want to miss that. Also, tonight, immediately following this episode of Drunken Peasants, we're going to be doing the post show for all patrons $10 or more, and we will be reviewing the first few chapters of the audiobook that Brent Spiner wrote about his encounter with an overbearing, lonely housewife fan of his that he doesn't mention. Well, he gives her a fictitious name.
He definitely doesn't reference Gail.
No,
but I'm pretty sure it's Gail, and we're going to be deducing which parts of the story are fact, which are fiction, and which are larger than life. I guess he got the cast of The Next Generation to play their parts.
Yes,
that's wild.
And it starts off it starts off with him getting a weird package that smells weird. Literally, the first part of the story is that.
I read the first chapter when we first found out about it.
Yeah.
Which is nuts that he wrote a book that is basically about Gail.
It's about dealing with overbearing fans, and a lot of it sounds like Gail.
I mean, there's nobody other than Gail who is like on the top of the Brent Spiner overbearing fan list. If there is, I want to meet her and or him.
I mean,
or them.
Star Trek. I've been to a few Star Trek conventions, and Star Trek fans a lot of them are insane. A lot of them are so obsessed with it that they're willing to pay like Patrick Stewart $250 for a picture and an autograph. You know, and that's like baseline. Then there's the really crazy ones. So I don't know. I'm sure that they all got a couple of weird fans at one point. In the book, without giving away too much, they mentioned Patrick Stewart's fan mail, and the only hate mail Patrick Stewart ever got was from jealous husbands and boyfriends.
Yeah, the fact that they would send that to him as opposed to Jonathan Frakes. Jonathan Frakes definitely seems like he's fucked more than one auntie in his lifetime.
Yeah. Now Jonathan Frakes was the more conventionally handsome guy, but Patrick Stewart, he was named like the sexiest man alive for what was it, like People magazine or something like that?
I don't remember that.
It was something like that.
But all the guys see themselves as Jonathan Frakes, so like they're not really worried about Jonathan Frakes because they identify with him. Their man crushes on Jonathan Frakes, so they're like, whatever. Okay. If he bangs my girl, that's cool. We could go tag team style, family style on it. But they don't identify with Patrick Stewart. He's a little too bohemian.
Is anybody ever? Because I guess as we're having the conversation now, is making me wonder, like, of all the actors that have been on Star Trek, why Brent Spiner? Like, and that's not a knock against Brent Spiner.
His character was easily the best character in Next Generation.
Is that what it is? You think she fell in love with the character and then it translated into the person?
Every Star Trek series has the captain that in many ways is the main character, but then they have the breakout character. Like in the original series, it was Spock. In the Next Generation, it was Data. In Deep Space Nine, it was Odo, I would say. It was probably Odo. There were a lot of good characters in Deep Space Nine, but I would say Odo is probably that type of breakout character. Voyager, I would say, was the holographic doctor. Probably.
Which one was Jerry Ryan?
That was Voyager 2. She was the sex appeal.
7 of 9?
7 of 9 was the sex appeal.
She's the only character I know from anything after Next Generation. I guess Cisco is a name I know, but
Cisco's the captain in Deep Space Nine. Also tonight, I also need to let you guys know, because it's about to come to an end and we haven't promoted it that much lately. The DP summer shirt sale is still going on for like 2 more days. If you want to get a good discount on a shirt, there's a link in the description that will take you there. And if you use code DPSummer22, you'll get a pretty amazing discount on all of the shirts and other items here for sale in our store. It goes on for a while. Lots of old shirts, new shirts, mugs, all sorts of stuff. Classic.
Yeah, and look, if you go to X Hamster or Pornhub and use the code DPSummer22, you get a very different shirt.
Yeah, but she is 22, so chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, wow.
That's patrons $10 and above will be able to join us for that wonderful Brent Spiner affair tonight. I suggest if you're not a patron, $10 or above, you sign up because it's going to be fun. We're going to run this for a while. It's going to become a series. So.
Patreon.com/DP. You're going to want to check this out because we're doing a live reaction to it.
Yeah. Listen, I have a studio session after the show, and I'm going to be late to that session. because I need to hear Brent Spiner's book about that is potentially about Gail. Right?
I'd say
we've had Gail on the show a few times. Thank you very much, in part to Drunken Peasants. And yeah, listen, I love that woman to death. She is nutty as squirrel shit though. So
there's no doubt that some of it is about Gail. We're just going to determine how much. That's what it's going to come down to.
I am fully invested. I'm ready.
All right. Well, we'll get right into it. I guess I can't wait for Monty anymore. I was trying to stall for my boy Monty.
I know. I'm about to text him now. I'm about to text him a bunch of like F-bombs right now.
Make sure it's the appropriate F-bomb.
You know what? I'm using the neighbor word right now.
Oh, well, actually, we're stealing one of your segments tonight too. We're doing a Mike Tyson fair or foul that's kind of in relation to the N word. Actually,
okay, all right,
yeah,
I want to hear. All right,
it's Mike Tyson argue. We watched it on the show a while ago, but I thought we could mix it up with you guys and doing a fair or foul. Because it's him arguing with Kenan Thompson about the usage of the N-word.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
Listen, I tend to defer to Mike Tyson's wisdom on account of, his punching power. But I want to hear his argument over the internet. That might change my mind. Since there's a lot of space between us, let me make sure I turn my NordVPN on real fast so he can't find me. Oh, yeah.
The first thing I was going to get into involves the whole G-Man situation, and we really need Monty.
And Monty's not here, so it's just like, can we do the Jared Genesis stuff now?
Yes, we can. We can. Okay. So to give you a little backstory, Jared Genesis tried to launch a flagging campaign against our channel, and it backfired horribly. Because nothing happened to our channel. Nothing immediately happened to his channel either, but he got catfished by some person pretending to be an attractive Russian woman, and they talked him into uploading videos of himself jerking off to YouTube, and his channel got terminated. And he was like, it was unlisted. What's wrong with you, YouTube? It's like, yeah, the rules still apply to unlisted and private videos. No porn on YouTube. So this is the second channel Jared has gotten terminated for uploading porn on his channel.
So wait, how does that work? Like if he just uploads, he just creates a new channel, right? Then what? Is like, does somebody have to flag him and say, hey, this is
it doesn't work.
Technically
he shouldn't have another channel, but he could make one, and we've reported him in the past, and it doesn't work.
Hold up, that's Monty calling.
Oh.
Hey Monty.
Hey Hannibal.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Nothing. I'm setting my shit up to get on TV.
You're not even set up yet.
No, I have kids. Nigga.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Parents.
And also, we're on the show now, so text me when you're ready to get on.
Okay.
I have fucked both of my parents.
I'm going to show you so Jared made another video about us recently, but before we get to that, I want to show you guys this ridiculous video because Jared literally said, I watched a video the other day where he said he's been a professional bodybuilder for 3 years now. He has never competed in one bodybuilding competition, let alone getting paid for one. He has his fat to muscle ratio is insane. He has no attributes that a bodybuilder would have.
That's impressive then, that he's able to be a professional bodybuilder without any of
that.
I'm not gonna let a little thing like muscles stop me from living my dream.
Yeah. So this is him proving to everyone that he is serious about bodybuilding. Watch this. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna turn the music down because I don't know what it is, but he doesn't say anything. But look what he does. He has
it's too generous to call what Jared posted porn. It's more like a self-hate crime.
Did you watch it, Eric? Or
no one actually saw it except for whoever tricked him. So this is a 15-pound kettlebell, and for some reason, Jared is obsessed with, finger strength. So watch what he does. This is how he's proving to everyone that he's serious about weightlifting. He picks it up with his middle finger.
Oh, damn, dude.
Look how dirty that shirt is.
I was looking at the underwear dirt, too. It's all gross. It's a compiled mess.
Hold up. Is he going to lift it with a finger?
No, he's just going to hold it like this.
Oh.
How many times do you think he dropped this kettlebell onto his
You know how many times I
on his
picked up
foot?
like a 123-pound woman using only my middle finger? This is fucking. This is embarrassing, Jared.
That's what it looks like he's training for right
Exactly. I can just put one finger in one spot, and she jumps about 8 feet into the air. Simple.
Well, you know what? Toddlers weigh about 15 pounds, right? So that's what Jared's training for, right?
I don't know about that. I don't know about any of that. Where I come from, we lift up of age, what is it?
Of age, cisgender, non-related, alive, and consenting adults.
See, you know.
So that's a lot to remember. So is this paused or is he just? Oh no, he's still going.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Listen. You know what? I give him credit where credit is due. I don't know if I could middle finger a 15-pound kettlebell that long. I got a 45 in the room. I definitely couldn't middle finger that.
No,
Maybe
15 pounds is nothing. I got boogers hanging out of my nose right now that could stick to that 15-pound kettlebell and stay up longer than this.
He's still doing it.
Yeah.
I have to hold my penis to piss.
He's got, like, let's look at his bed. He's got a remote control. He's got a pair of nunchucks. He's got a can opener.
Good thing he's got the can opener. What gross shit does he do with a can opener on his bed?
He's opening a can of whoop ass. That's why he has the nunchucks close by. That's why. It's awesome. It's awesome. He's part Stone Cold, part Michelangelo. You know, he's a badass, but also a party animal.
I like how he's got the new age camouflage where he just blends in because of all the dirt in his background and the dirt on his clothes.
Like on his hip right there, there's all that dirt.
Yeah, it's incel camo.
Ah. All right.
Man.
So, so there's that. Now he's gonna make this video about DP. He's doing the Brett Keane thing where like anything anyone does to him that he thinks comes from us, he blames us for it. So any trolls that he would somehow attribute to us, whether they actually are viewers of our show or not, he just says it's us doing it.
Hey,
it's
DP
craziness.
fans, leave that boy alone.
What if the middle finger kettlebell workout was the workout Chris Hemsworth did to get in shape for Thor: Love and Thunder? What if that's the secret, right? And we're making fun of him, but what if that's
actually show us you working out? This is nothing. But no. Keep stroking your pathetic pedophile ego, Jared. You deserve all that BS that you get.
That was from Egghead.
I'll tell you, Hannibal, I happen to have seen Chris Hemsworth weight training regimen, and it's not a 15-pound middle finger held kettlebell. But,
okay.
But if it was, that would be interesting. I think we'd probably see the results on Jared if that were the case.
Yeah. So here's Egghead. Here's Jared.
Same difference.
Here's Jared talking about us. Someone claimed that they were going to send Jared a Nintendo Switch, and he was all happy about it. But I'm pretty sure it was someone trolling him, and now they're like, whoever was trolling him is making him think that we're responsible for them not sending it to him.
Oh, did he not get the Nintendo Switch?
Listen, yeah, he's all mad about it here, and whoever told him that they were going to send it to him is blaming like our fan base.
Oh, man.
It's just troll gatekeeping.
How's it going, guys? I'm about to make a big boo-boo here. You know, I shouldn't be talking about this, but when it affects people that I love,
just like a few days ago, he said he wasn't going to talk about us anymore.
This needs to be spoke on, okay? Like, Drunken Peasants, you guys need to fucking chill. I don't know what your fucking problem is with me. I mean,
you said you want to date 8-year-olds. You false flagged our channel. You screamed at your dad. You're a jerk. I mean, I can go on and on. It can get more and more petty. That's like the top 5 right there.
You basically got me off YouTube, more or less. I don't know why you're still speaking my name.
I'll take credit for it, but we didn't. You got yourself off YouTube.
And, you know, my fucking homie Alex, he left because he's afraid of your people. Your people are sketchy,
Damn.
dude. And you guys are sketchy. I mean, think about it, guys. Like, how fucked up do you have to be to blast people on stream just because they're defending me?
Who was that? Who do we blast you on stream to?
I don't recall.
No one defends you. Like, I don't know who you're talking about.
I had several people come out and tell me this is what they do.
See, you don't even know if that's what we do because you don't actually watch what we do. You just listen to what other people tell you, and they can manipulate you so easily because they kiss your ass enough to earn your trust, and then you believe anything they tell you. That's what's going on here.
Guys, you gotta stop watching this channel. These guys are a bunch of nutbags. I mean, really, and that's saying a lot coming from me. I get it. I'm a little bit squirrely, okay? I'm not stupid. I understand.
I'm a little bit squirrely. He's not stupid. He knows he's a little bit squirrely.
Squirrely.
Before he admitted to being squirrely, I thought for sure that Jared Genesis was a bad guy. I think he might be right here. You guys need to stop watching Drunken Peasants. Listen to Squirrely Jared.
Did that. But holy shit, these guys are just fucking ridiculous. You know? Alex was a good guy. He got me a fucking Nintendo Switch.
Where is it then?
Oh.
You know what I was hoping? That they went to like Home Depot and bought a light switch and wrote Nintendo on it with a Sharpie and mailed it to him.
Good people buy people Nintendo Switches. Just appreciate the people that have bought me Nintendo Switches.
People like that don't come around every day. I lost a real one because of these assholes. So yes, I'm very pissed. I don't get it, man. Like, I really don't. I try to understand these people. I try to see the world in their eyes, but this gang stalking shit, you know, this kind of fucking...
You're not being gang stalked. You upload public videos to the internet and we react to them. That's what we do. We're not doing anything else. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Talk about people every day kind of shit. You gotta be vacant.
Oh, I'll talk about you as much as I want.
You gotta be missing some screws. There's no reason to act like that. I don't care if you don't like me or because, you know, I had that incident with my dad or whatever. This has gone on too far, man. Like, really. You guys, you're just fucking nuts. I don't know what to say. I honestly feel sorry for you.
Dennis is calling people nuts?
Yep.
Yeah, we owe him a Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
We lost him a Nintendo Switch. Hey, Monty, we were talking about you behind your back.
Oh, you were? Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
No, we missed
handle
you.
that.
We were trying to decide which father-son tag team that you and Hannibal were. Like, were you Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio? Were you Vern Gagne, Greg Gagne? Were you the Fritz Von Erich? Were you the Von Erichs?
Yeah.
And I think because you left him hanging here, you left him at school with nobody to pick him up. You forgot him all alone. You're Vince McMahon. He's Shane McMahon with the Van Terminator. You guys are gonna have to go head to head.
I think
it's a battle.
Yeah. No, I was busy dealing with my actual son because
you see the disrespect. You see the disrespect he does right here on Drunken. You know what? I can't even this. And I'm saying this is why we are no longer the DP tag team champions. Mom.
Yeah, you guys lost.
It's because
we lost.
When the match started, I had to go into that shit by myself, just like I had to do Drunken Peasants tonight.
Well, I mean, we had
just
not
like so many piano recitals and martial arts tournaments. I had to look over in the corner to emptiness, Monty, to no dad in the corner.
He got double teamed.
If you refuse,
there's just a seat sitting there that said Monty, and it was empty. Right?
and y'all see, he openly makes jokes about it too.
Yeah. Monty, if you refuse to accept Hannibal as your son, then I guess that makes you Jose Lothario, and he's just a heartbroken kid.
He's Jose Lethargic is what he is.
Ouch.
And I'm not saying this to be a troll, but like, I really must live in your head 24/7, homie.
Thank you.
I must have a full vacancy in there if you're still on this shit. You know, I thought me leaving YouTube Well, actually, no,
No,
I'm
you
not even
didn't
going to
think.
say that because that's already happened. But
The idea of buying Jared Genesis and Nintendo Switch is scary. We already have enough predators in the Smash Brothers community.
no, I mean, I knew these guys would still be talking about me. I
So he's
knew they
talking about
would,
you
but
guys,
it's
right?
just, it's
Yeah.
so fucking petty how they're attacking people on the stream just because they're defending me, just because they have something nice to say. Guys, what does that tell you about these people? They're fucking crooked, man. Really, bro. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, this shit is just crazy. I've never encountered people quite on this level, like actual YouTubers, not just the bottom feeders. I'm talking about people with an actual following. I've met some lowlifes, EFAP were some pretty fucking lowlife people, but they weren't on a drunken peasant level. They weren't on a fucking,
At
gang
least he
stalking.
put y'all at a higher level.
Yeah.
You gotta respect that.
He calls what we do
Put it
gang
higher level.
stalking. We watch his videos and comment on them. That's gang stalking.
Attack Jared fans kind of level. This shit is just creepy, and if this continues, bro, I don't know, dude. I might have to press charges.
You hear this? Press charges.
Gang stalking, guys, you have to realize.
Cry about it some
Here comes
more.
Egghead.
This
Oh,
is
I'm
all
so
beautiful
mad,
content
guys.
fodder for the Part 3
Part
documentary
3.
that is now in pre-production and to the BS threat. You've done worse than us responding to you. Gang stalking my ass.
Dude, you pissed off Egghead. He's 2 documentaries deep in a 69 documentary series about Jared Genesis.
I knew he was going to
You're
get
in
one of
for it
those
now.
in.
You're in for it now, Jared.
He was like, hey, if you don't have anyone on the show, I could come on tonight and talk about my documentaries. It's like, oh, I'd love to give you some free advertising.
Gang stalking is illegal.
It's not free. He's paying $5
when you target
a dono.
someone, when you go out of your way to ruin their life and harass them on every fucking app that they have, that's against the law. It's criminal.
Jared looks like a dirty
What?
Q-tip.
I don't think you're being followed like that, Jared.
He's not.
Like, what is it? What is it with these lost cows and thinking that people give them that level of importance?
Well, like most people who upload to YouTube, they have a bit of narcissism.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Me and Hannibal do for sure. That's why we're on YouTube. We're great.
but my narcissism comes from my father leaving my ego unchecked for so many years. That's what. But Monty's, I don't know where his comes from.
Hannibal, we should start a podcast and call it Daddy Issues and Fatty Tissues.
Activity. These people are engaging in criminal activity. Ben is a psychopath. Okay, he stalked
Ben
me
is a
on
psychopath.
Facebook. He stalked me on Twitter.
I want to hear why Ben is a psychopath. Wait a minute.
He stalked him on Facebook. He stalked him on Twitter.
Merit to his argument. Let's see what Jared has to say. Wait a minute.
Stalked me on Facebook. He stalked me on Twitter. This guy's a nutbag. And if he continues on, I will.
He was publicly posting on Facebook. He was publicly posting on Twitter. It's not stalking.
Press charges against him. I
Please,
will.
try it out.
And don't think that I won't. Just
understand the concept of commentary. He must think folks who are people watching are gang stalking him.
I think you don't understand what gang stalking is, Dragon in the West. If you keep gang stalking us with $5 donos, I'm going to go to court. I'm going to call a
That's what they
lawyer.
all think. These fuckers post public videos.
Right.
And then if you talk about them, you're stalking them. No, you put this here.
And we're going to get to G-Man in a minute here, once we get through Jared.
because what, I live with my parents because I don't have a job.
No. Well, I laugh at those things, but I don't really begrudge you for that. I think you're lazy and incapable of things for your age.
I think the fact that you live with your parents and don't have a job means you should keep your temple around you a little more, I don't know. I don't want to use the word clean, just presentable. You choose to put yourself on camera. You've got what looks to be an explosion of pedantic man-child mess. That's a problem.
Yeah, you should probably wash your ass too.
Oh god,
This is the
I
way.
want to know.
My room looked like this when I was 13. Like I had all kinds of random shit and magazine clippings and shit all over my walls. I grew out of that. I mean, like obviously Jared has this mentality of like a much younger person than what he is, and that's his dating preference too, right?
Bitch, if I want to make it happen, I can make it happen.
Do it then. Do it. Do it. I beg you, please do it. Do it. Actually, another thing, Jared is also a heavyweight fighter too. He said this the other day, but he's never fought once except for the Green Ranger dojo fight. So I'd love to see Jared fight. I know people that'll put down big money to watch Egghead and Jared fight, which would be crazy.
Well, look, if Jared is bodybuilding now, then I definitely would like to throw my name in the hat of people to fight Jared Genesis. And it's purely just out of curiosity to see what would happen. Jared Genesis.
If you fought him,
Hannibal.
Like, you don't know what would happen, Hannibal?
If you fought Jared doesn't stand a chance. Jared versus Egghead, I like Egghead better. It's not about who I like better, but I don't know. That would actually be a lot more even.
Egghead wins. Yeah. What do we think is the best state for setting up a boxing or a fight, not a boxing.
Well, I mean,
MMA match.
Who's in it?
Jared and Hannibal, or Jared and Egghead?
I'm sitting in the crowd with a bag of dicks.
Well, Jared and if it was Jared and Egghead, it would be Texas. They live right near each other.
I mean, for the laws for setting up
there's no. I mean,
if we're gonna
in the 90s, it was a lot easier to sanction those kind of fights, but now you can do them in most places.
Yeah, if we do an amateur MMA match, we can do that, I believe, anywhere.
Okay.
But look, if he's near Texas, I'll travel to Texas.
They're
we
both.
Can make it happen.
Yes.
Trust and believe. This has gone on way too far, guys. You need to fucking cut it out, or I will press charges against you.
Do it.
This is not just
leave
me
my
trying
name
to
out of
scare
it,
you.
Jared. I've only ever supported you in everything you do.
Everything?
Every single thing you've ever done. I've never denigrated you once. So it's all Ben, Sue Ben.
So like you were the one being like, yeah, Jared, if someone's in your DMs and they say they're 13, just send them a dick pic without asking.
Add me to that lawsuit. Yeah. I did not say that. I'm also suing Ben. The people versus Ben Pye.
Charges. Guys, cut it the fuck out. That's all I have to say.
Nope.
I'm off YouTube. You win. Throw your little party and let it be done with. If you continue to keep speaking my name, I will make sure every single one of you rots in a prison cell.
Damn.
So like he doesn't understand the difference between a lawsuit and like criminal charges.
Yeah, how much time, worst case scenario, could anybody get if this was an actual crime?
Life.
None of life.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. In the corner of YouTube that I spend a lot of time in, we call what Jared is threatening lawsuits.
Lawsuits. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the first time I ever heard that term was when it was Maddox versus Dick Masterson. That was the first time I ever heard.
Look how hard Asterios had with the lawsuit.
Even though it was a lawsuit, but Maddox actually had money to sue people. Jared doesn't. No one's going to help Jared sue anybody.
Yeah, nothing's going to happen.
You guys, I'm really worried.
He might not have money, but he has nunchucks on his bed.
I'm really worried about this lawsuit Jared's presenting us with. If you guys could please do a tip train right now.
Tip train!
If you guys could join the Patreon, $10 and above, you can watch. After the show, we're going to go in on the Brent Spiner Gale book.
Yes.
Brent Spiner wrote a book about Gale? Question mark?
Yes. We're going to answer the question, is this about Gale? And it
looks like it is.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, Monty, we got to get on the post show for like 20 minutes at least, man. Brent Spiner wrote a book that may be about that is loosely potentially about Gale.
It's probably about Gale.
Yeah.
And it's
Defense Fund team. Assemble.
Thank you, Marcus Trinius. You're saving my ass here, all because Ben dug me into a hole with Jared Genesis.
You said that he consulted you.
I might be able to do the post show. I just got to make sure this.
Well, get this. Get this.
This little testing fucker.
Get this.
Get out of his bed.
Monty, get this.
Yeah.
It's an audio book, and the cast of TNG is in it, playing themselves also.
My God.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's all I have to say, bro. You're not gonna continue and harass me like this and scare off my fucking fans. I know that's what you're trying to do. I understand your game plan.
You have
and it's
no
not
fans,
gonna work, dude. Okay, it's not gonna work. That's all I have to say. Alex, if you're watching this, bro, I'm sorry. All I can say is I'm sorry that they did this to you, homie. And you know, I've had other people tell me that they're actually afraid to come on my channel. You know,
Who you never have anyone on your channel? What you wouldn't even know how to bring someone on your channel if they weren't actually in your stinky room.
I wonder how many underage girls are afraid to be on Jared's stinky room channel.
So Ben, I know that you are very anti Will Smith slap, but I feel like I should be able to slap Jared Genesis, right?
I'm anti Will Smith in general. But I mean, here's the thing. I don't think you should slap Jared Genesis unless he poses a threat to you.
Okay. All right.
I think you
and
should,
he probably would be dumb enough to do something.
I think you should know what the laws are for any actions you choose to take that are illegal, and weigh out whether or not it's worth facing penalties.
Yeah, Hannibal's always looking for an excuse to slap somebody.
I don't really need much.
Trying to justify a slap.
Yeah, when it comes,
First off, Monty. I am never trying to justify it. Okay, if it happens, it happens. That shit is like lightning. Okay.
Have you ever heard of vagina power, Alexis Tyler? Dick will make you slap somebody. You ever heard that before?
Yes. I actually use that in a very romantic song.
Yeah.
That's why they come on sock accounts. They're literally afraid of Drunken Peasants' audience. It's crazy, ain't it? Anyways, guys, I had to drop a real one today. Sorry, I'm not reviewing anime or, doing a funky dance. This shit just needs to be said, guys. Gang stalking is criminal activity. And if you're someone who goes through this, all I can say is I'm sorry, man. I really am. I know what hell it is. And just know that things can be done.
Do it!
I don't even think it's about having to get an expensive lawyer or anything.
It is. That is entirely what it's about. A lawyer's not going to take your case if you don't put down a retainer. And
what you got to do, Jared.
Yeah.
But if somebody were to make a sock account saying they were a lawyer and offer to take on Jared's case pro bono, we might be in trouble.
Who would do that?
I know a lawyer. G-Man used this lawyer. I can get Jared in touch with him. His name is Reggie Cochran.
Pro Will Smith is because he's
very
also
good lawyer.
a Will. Billy too.
I don't think that's the only reason we're pro Will Smith. I think it's because we also can't get that song Wild Wild West out of our head.
Neither can Stevie Wonder.
I don't think that it is. Not with something that's actually criminal. That's actually a fucking federal offense.
It's not a federal offense.
The FBI. That's probably what I'm going to do again here real soon.
Damn.
And I've done it before. I've actually talked to an agent.
And how'd that work?
Guys, listen. Again, this is just my fair warning. Lay off or I will press charges. I will contact the FBI. I will file a lawsuit. I'm not fucking around anymore.
Did you hear a little tremble in his voice just now? His voice cracked a little bit when he said he'll call them. Rewind it like 5 seconds. His voice broke a little bit when he said he was going to call the FBI. Y'all got him
exactly
shook.
What you heard.
Ben, you got him shook right now, okay?
Yeah, bring it back.
You need to stop it. You and your toxic audience, okay? Tim Bang and Chris W. and Apollo for a better future. You guys need to leave Jared Genesis.
Wait, let's hear.
Guys, listen. Again, this is just my fair warning. Lay off or I will press charges. I will contact the FBI.
FBI. FBI.
That's fucked up, y'all.
I will contact the FBI.
Laugh now. Laugh now.
I'm not fucking around anymore. Okay, so that's what I got for today, guys. Anyway,
does he think you called the FBI to file a lawsuit?
I don't know what he thinks. I'm already on the rocks with the FBI. I don't need this. My hands are clean. Jared, anything you need, I will give you all the information I have to stop this egregious attack.
Here's the video. I guess I have not watched all this. This is G-Man losing his shit, apparently, and Monty can give us context.
Yeah, look. Before we get into it, I'll tell you what sets this up.
Okay.
Because it'll be confusing if you don't know this.
Sure.
So, my current interactions with G-Man are because if I don't know if y'all remember, I try not to say this woman's name, but Bullhorn Betty did this whole thing where she doxed the fuck out of me and people that aren't even on YouTube. We dealt with all that shit, got it squared away. G-Man is now in touch with this bitch. And
Monty, I hate to interrupt. Is there a way you can move your mic closer to you or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
I appreciate you being comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. G-Man is now in touch with this bitch. And he's got all the videos that she used. And he's threatening to start showing that shit again, which involves my daughter, my son's mother, and like a bunch of information that I don't want floating around because it harms people that aren't me. So I've been trying to talk to this fucker and tell him, you're wrong. That person is not burnt toast. It's a completely different person that's not on YouTube. He doesn't get it. Burnt toast is still going in on G-Man because G-Man thinks he has something on her. She showed a picture of the crappy ass house he's trying to rent, and he lost his shit after she showed that. There's your backstory.
All right.
Short and sweet.
All right, here it is. And I guess this is kind of. Hold on.
Is Scott doing a podcast with G-Man?
Before we get started, I just came from Burnt Toast's YouTube channel, and Burnt Toast was violating my privacy here on YouTube without my permission. Okay? Let me explain a couple of things to you, Burnt Toast, before I get to your friends who are going to suffer just for the little bit of footage that you showed tonight. And every time you do this moving forward.
The shit Burnt Toast showed is the Zillow ad of the house, and it was out Shanny and Rev were living in. He is trying to rent it for $1,500 a month.
How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? What's the footage?
I don't know.
Well, yeah. I'm looking for a place now. I'm just trying to keep my options.
I'm looking for a place that Shanny and Rev have had sex in.
Yes.
Ooh, okay,
Yes.
pass. Never mind.
Look, all you do is drywall over that room.
I don't know.
I feel like them toilet seats gonna be shaky as hell, and I don't want to deal with all that shit. So
I don't know the exact square footage, but Shanny was able to orgasm inside of it, so there must have been some space there.
It's definitely a lot of thigh dirt on them toilet seats, and I don't want to deal with cleaning that shit off. All right, go ahead.
All right. Your friends are gonna suffer here on YouTube tonight. Monty, we will be talking about that video tomorrow, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay.
Wait. Pause it for a second. Monty, what did you do?
What did you do? I didn't do shit.
You didn't do anything.
Except try to warn him that my daughter is in those videos, and I prefer he doesn't show those videos because it's not Burnt Toast, and he's bringing someone into this shit that wants nothing to do with YouTube like that.
Okay. All right. Because you know G-Man is gonna bring his receipts.
Let him bring them.
Absolutely nothing you can do about it.
I just don't want to find out that you antagonizing this dude on the spectrum, bro.
Burnt Toast, let me explain something to you, young lady. When you did this to Shanny and Rev, they cried and they whined like little babies. They cussed you out. They used racial slurs. You mess with me, young lady, I will pull out a gun and I will blow your freaking head off.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's when it goes beyond watching videos and commenting on them. Like,
okay.
Yeah. He's insane. Like, dude lost his fucking mind.
Make no mistake about it. I will blow your head off. You want to make this about YouTube? Make this about YouTube. Because now I'm mad. Now I'm upset.
You want to make this about YouTube? Make this about YouTube, because I want to make this about murder threats.
Exactly.
It doesn't sound very Christian to me.
Yeah, there was no guns in the Bible, let alone people blowing other people's head off in the name of the Lord.
No.
There would have been if there were guns back then. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
But there weren't.
Everyone, also, please like the stream if you haven't already. We can easily get above 100 likes now.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You want to get personal with me? You are definitely not going to like me moving forward. But more importantly, Monty, you can blame Burnt Toast, your partner. The same girl that was in your YouTube channel when you guys thought it was so funny. Your daughter, if that is your daughter, is about to feel my wrath now.
Feel my wrath.
Right there. That shit right there.
We're going to see how fun.
Yeah.
That's the shit that I got to remember, he's an idiot, and this is YouTube.
Yeah, you have to remember.
But how many idiots do shit, that have like real life repercussions?
He'll threaten to blow someone's head off, but he won't say fuck.
It's true.
That's sick.
Exactly.
That's so sick in the head. These sick fucking Christian weirdos.
And look, all fucking jokes aside, like, Hannibal knows when it comes to my kids, I don't fuck around.
No more Miss Parker coming to my YouTube stream. No more I Talk New York coming on here asking me why I say and I do certain things on here. You think you got jokes and you think you funny, you little slut? You mark my words. I will find you and I will blow your head off.
Oh my God. And he keeps doubling down on the shit. And here's the thing. Here's the thing with this. This is the reason this video kind of gets to me, because the person he thinks is burnt toast is the mother of my child.
Oh, he's doing the same thing Bullhorn Betty did then.
Yeah.
Using her information.
Yeah, they think that like somebody in Bullhorn Betty's camp was able to, I guess not able to, but they tried to deduce that since Monty and Burnt Toast do a show on our channel every Friday called Hour of Laws, that Burnt Toast must be Monty's baby mama.
Yeah.
Right? And they're just like, oh, these two must be the same. Because like there was this one episode of the shit show we did, and during our cold open, right before we introduced Burnt Toast, Monty said to Burnt Toast, he jokingly said, from the woman who just finished doing a play date with my daughter, give it up for Burnt Toast. And they was like, oh, if she just did a play date with Monty's daughter, that must mean that's Monty's baby mama. And then they went and pulled all this information off her Facebook page. They start calling her job. And then it wasn't just like they started harassing Monty's baby mama, but then they started harassing her family members. They started harassing Monty himself. They started harassing Monty's daughter. Somebody texted me one day, and I was like, "Nah, fam, this ain't it. You don't want these problems." Listen, I'm pro Will Smith. I'm out here slapping the fuck out of everybody, just so you know. I don't give a fuck.
As a single childless pervert, when I hear Playdate, I don't even think about somebody's kids. I don't. It's weird.
Yeah, and we did watch the clip from your show where you brought on Monty's baby's mom and Burnt Toast at the same time to prove that they're different people.
And had them asking questions. We had the audience asking them questions in real time that they could answer. You could hear they were two very
So how did you edit that
voices
together is my question.
Well, then, it took a lot of editing time, and we had to plant some people in the audience. I mean, no, we didn't do any of that shit.
Yeah,
it was all live. It was just, I can't even all jokes aside, I can't even play around like that right now, because they would take that clip and be like, "See, Hannibal admits it." They'd be like, "Oh, God damn it, I fucking hate you guys so hard." I do.
The worst thing is you go to these great lengths to give evidence to fucking idiots the evidence never worked on anyways. If they realized evidence, they wouldn't be dumb fucking Christians of this level.
Yeah.
You can go tell the police this right now. Then you have to explain to them how you started all of this by putting my property on here. See, there are certain laws and rights that I know I have that you don't. Let me tell you something. Now that I know all these little knuckleheads on here knows certain things now about how to find that property, I am armed and I will blow your freaking heads off if you come over there. And yes, in Pennsylvania, you're allowed to have a gun.
You can have a gun, but you can't blow anybody's head off because they said mean things about you on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how many times he threatened to blow a head off.
The way he frames this is it's like he's alluding to, if you say something to me, like if you come to my property.
That's how he ended it. That's how he ended it. The other 9 times he threatened to blow someone's head off, it was never about coming to my property, was it?
Yeah,
this is true.
This is true. He'll clarify it later what he means.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that's one of the ways you can get your head blown off, going to his property.
But making all those threats and then realizing you might have made too many death threats and then saying, if you come to my property at the end. Even then, if someone comes and knocks on your fucking door, you can't just blow their head off no matter what state you're in. You better have probable cause, and a knock is not probable cause.
No.
Yeah. You can't shoot your Amazon Prime drive.
Ooh, I wish you could. No.
With me if you want.
Long pause.
You guys have been riding me ever since I got that place. It was you guys were the reason why I got thrown out in the street to begin with. It wasn't Shanny. It was Dragnut's lie that I violated somebody. You little stupid little slut. You don't know what you're doing.
Damn.
Pause it, Ben Pie. Monty, can you provide context? I have no idea what's going on with G-Man. What is he talking about?
Mental illness is what's going on.
No, this was...
okay.
All right, so the house that he's in, for everybody here that doesn't know the backstory, because this is the soap opera I've followed on YouTube since I started poking around on YouTube. So Shanny and Rev gave G-Man the house that he is talking about right now a few years ago. And G-Man did something to piss him off. There was no paperwork signed in that whole situation. And they took the house right back. They said, get the fuck out of our house, leave. And he left. Later, they patched things up and they sold the house to him for $1. So now he owns the house.
Wow.
But when he got kicked out of the house, there was Shanny had pulled up some weird public record shit and found a different G-Man's legal name that was accused of multiple counts of rape.
Now, real quick, you didn't even dox him just now, despite the fact that he threatened to shoot Burnt Toast in the face and threaten actions against you and your daughter, and you still didn't even.
Of course not.
I'm not a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's not.
I'm not a piece of shit.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Maybe if somebody had slapped the shit out of him, we wouldn't be dealing with all this shit right now. But go ahead,
Remember
Monty,
when he said he would unalive a person if he found out they were transgendered?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did say that.
Yeah, he was horrible, disgusting person, multiple times.
This is the way I move. I'm not a piece of shit. I'm not going to do what pieces of shit do to me just to get back at them. I will beat them in better ways without being a piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. This eye for an eye mentality is for low intel people.
Yeah. Well, look, listen. I'm a low intel person, and I'll slap the shit out of him. I don't give a fuck.
Well, see, I don't think you need a reason to slap somebody, right? You just need to accept the consequences once you do. But if somebody,
I will slap the shit out of G-Man, then go around the corner, take my mask off, and then help him look for me. Okay? And just be like, hey, who slapped you? What did he look like? Was he about this tall?
That's beautiful. That's the best reason to wear a mask.
Yeah, man. Fuck that dude. What's up, Lev? I see low energy videos hanging out with us in the chat. I see you, homie.
If anybody so much as harmed a finger on me or somebody I loved, it would not be a finger for a finger, eye for an eye situation. I would go above and beyond. But that's not low intel.
But look, if somebody was harmed, I'm beating the shit out of somebody.
No, I'm worse than that.
This is what you want. You want anger?
I'm deviating their future life path.
Cost you your life. Mark my words.
Tomorrow's
and
not
everybody
on
else
that
who thinks
calendar.
it's funny. Period. Because I don't find it funny.
Period.
If you wanted to do something with the house, you could have emailed me. You could have got permission, and I would have gladly gave.
I want to point out that G-Man lost a rap battle to a French Canadian white nationalist.
Yes,
I just want to point that out really quick.
Listen, I remember when that shit happened at the black people meetings. We had to hang the flag at half mast that day.
I remember that day.
It was a tough time. It was a real tough time.
Give you the permission to do it, but you don't do that. You just think you can just do whatever you want. So guess what? Now I'm going to do what I want. Okay? You better pray I don't get angry enough that I tell everybody watching right now who you are, where you live, and what you so-called do for a living. And I ain't talking about no joke.
I'm talking about all the information he has is not Toast.
Activating this and activating that.
My family.
You play with me if you want. I know more about you than you think I do. And it ain't just you. I know about Monty. I know about Drag. I know about Miss Parker. I know about every last one of you. And I spent a lot of money to get this information.
You did?
What does that mean?
Play with me if you want.
Maybe spend $19.99 to do a reverse name lookup online. Like, what's he really doing here? My guy, G-Man, Jared Genesis. These guys all really want to blame people for their problems. You are the source of your problems. Get the fuck offline. You have nothing to prove, and the benefits you reap from being here obviously don't come near to the trauma it brings to your miserable fucking life. Go build a birdhouse or something. You're not built for this.
Yep. Everybody else makes more money off these fuckers. Like, the minute you see someone else cashing in on shit you say, you just learn the lesson. Stop.
Yeah, I'm going to go buy a Nintendo Switch and give it to G-Man just to spite Jared.
One day you're going to be walking down that street, I'm going to yank you by your hair, and I'm going to toss you on the ground, and I'm going to blow your head off. Play with me if you want, because I'm not laughing, and I don't think it's funny. Go tell the authorities I said that. Go tell them. Go tell the authorities that I'm angry about you violating my privacy.
I mean, even if they did that, that doesn't give you the right to kill them or even threaten to kill them.
Hello, authorities. You're going to be getting a call from Jared Genesis about us soon. But until then, could you please stop G-Man from blowing people's faces off?
Please.
Thank you, authorities.
The authority. Does he mean the authority? Like
probably.
Triple H and Stephanie McMahon?
Well, no, that's the only thing that makes sense at this point.
And on top of that, Burnt Toast, you're actually breaking the law yourself. You can sit there and say, "Oh, you put it on." No one gave you permission.
She was showing a Zillow listing, pictures from a Zillow listing, and she was careful to not show the listing, just the pictures, and kept the numbers out of it.
I think
the address out of it.
Jared and G-Man know so much about the law, they should just start a law firm.
Oh man, we have to make that ad. We have to do it. We have to fucking do it. We have to make that fucking ad. The Jared Genesis G-Man. Yeah, I love it.
the firm of G Genesis.
Yeah.
The law
stands for good attorney.
Jared only has one demand, though, if he's going to do that. It also has to be a daycare center at the same time.
Of course.
The lore
Genesis law firm and daycare.
The lore orifices of G-Man, Genesis, and Keen.
Situation, individual
media, and come on the internet and do that. Because if you can do that to me, that means I can do it to you.
Well, pull up a Zillow
and
listing,
everybody who's close to you, your mother, your father, your uncle, your brother, your sister, whoever you deem close in your life, I can do this.
Fuck, Hannibal, you keep getting left out of all the family events.
I know. He is mentioning everybody that I care about except me. He will not.
Utter disrespect.
Listen, I understand. Listen. I understand. Okay, because this hand has been trigger happy lately. It's been real slap happy. I got it's covered in talcum right now. And it's
come with it.
Just saying. Look, I understand. He definitely made sure that he didn't pick it with the right person. So I understand. Good on him.
I wasn't playing with Miss Parker when she ticked me off, and I wasn't playing with Drag. I don't know who you think you are, but you play with me if you want. I'll smack them teeth right out of your mouth.
No, you won't.
You are not dealing with Shani and Rev. You are dealing with me.
I'd be more afraid of Shani than out of the three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if Shani came at me, I'd be terrified.
Nope.
That bitch could hurt me.
I feel like Shani's got an amazing grip and would just fucking crush you if you got within cock's reach.
Well, no,
she would swallow you with her
just
vag.
Run for my dick, because that's what she likes, black dick. So that's what would happen.
She about to turn that fucking hog into a balloon animal, dude.
Now let's look at the consequences for me getting upset.
That's
here
scary
real quick.
too.
My channel can get shot because of this.
What's scary is that hippopotami can run up to 19 miles an hour on land.
I'm not playing along.
Yeah, hippopotami are more deadly than rhinoceros.
Monty, you cannot fucking run me, bitch.
It's all fine and well.
She might run out of gas fast, but like that she got a quick first step. She might get
no.
Oh, she's extra
Rev,
gassy.
According to Rev, when she gets angry, she is quick and strong.
Yeah,
she beat his ass.
She will hug you and squeeze you till you don't move no more.
Flag burnt toast, and I'm gonna flag her again as long as that video stays up there.
Ooh, flags.
I'm getting tired of you people prying into my personal life. Enough's enough with this.
Wow.
In the show Monty, I'm not playing with him. Where's that photo at?
Is this edited?
No.
No, this thing just goes and goes.
Yes. He's trying to find the picture is of me, Sci-Hi the Beast's mother, Emily the neighbor, and Zoe.
Does he show it? Is there anything I shouldn't show from this video?
No, he can't find it.
Okay.
It's par for the course with G-Man.
Yeah.
These threats would almost be scary.
I'm a strong woman. A strong woman.
No, as a matter of fact, I'll wait till tomorrow because I got to get the bullhorn Betty stuff and all that stuff and the documents. Let me see if I have this on this computer here, so I can show everybody how much I'm not joking.
Spoiler alert: he doesn't have it. While he sits here and looks for it.
Frank.
Man. What are the odds that Jared Genesis would make a video about you guys and then G-Man would make a video about us? Well, not all of us.
Just another Tuesday. I'm poor fucking Hannibal. You just got like battle rappers calling you out. None of this trash dumb drama.
Is hilarious.
Yeah, look. You got a big crit on you.
Yeah, big
I
crit.
got G-Man. Fuck you, Hannibal.
yeah, it's true.
Put out public
information. You know what the worst thing is that I never talk about Big Crit, but like he's got multiple interviews where he's bringing me up. It's so weird. It's such a strange thing. It's such a strange thing. And then the song that he made because of me is my favorite Big Crit song. I didn't know it. Like he made this song called "As Small as a Giant." He made that song after losing the battle to me. I was like, oh. All right. I love that song.
And whatnot about everybody. You people do this on here for a living. Bertos, you must think I was born yesterday or something. You are doing this for money and you are doing this for a living.
Okay.
All right. I don't care what police authority. As soon as I show them what you did, yeah, I might get a warning or whatnot, but I know what they're going to do to you.
Nothing.
And there's a lot of women in prison that would love a piece of you.
Man, why?
Hold on. YouTube's going to throw her in prison?
Why are Jared and G-Man so quick to lock people up today?
I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
They want to put us behind bars, man.
You slut.
Does God appreciate the use of the word slut?
I've never heard him say that before. It's interesting.
Neither have I.
Yeah, you've sullied your good demeanor, G-Man, with the murder threats and the slut shaming.
At least he doesn't say the F word.
Not very Christian.
Yeah, God forbid the word fuck comes out of your mouth instead of just dumb fucking shit.
I keep having to check if it's paused.
What does G-Man say during sex? If you don't say fuck and you don't like, I'm sure he's not saying oh God, oh God. What is
he probably apologizes the whole time.
What I said about
to God while he's in the pussy. Lord, I'm sorry. Lord, I'm sorry. Lord, I'm sorry. I've forsaken you, but I gotta come.
On this, the people in that community, the atheist reaction.
I'm not supposed to like this.
Community people ain't nothing but a bunch of racists. They approve of racism.
Hold on, this is the guy who ate watermelon and fried chicken with Shani and Rev, yes. And he's calling everyone else racist.
We don't approve of racism. We improve on racism.
Yes.
Laughed and thought it was funny. Burnt Toast thinks it's funny to pry on other people's lives. And this person that's in my live chat that is saying, oh, he flagged me 4 times. Let me just do something here real quick, because this is your last day leaving a comment with that. Go create a sock account. Go create a sock account. Now, let me tell you something. Gentleman Pioneer was the one that gave you the audio. Gentleman Pioneer is going to pay.
Oh,
Monty was over there approving. Monty was over there approving of what you was doing on his channel. Monty's going to pay. Burnt Toast, you're going to watch while it happens. And I'm going to watch them retaliate against you. Every single time you're stupid behind do something like that.
Behind.
Now, you also lied. See, here's the thing. And this is what a lot of you people don't understand. I got to make sure I download that video.
I think he means the blacks.
Because I heard Burnt Toast talk about certain things about that building and whatnot that I own, about that property I own. The only way, there's only two ways that she can know certain things. Now, mind you, I do construction, and she clearly doesn't know what she's talking about, right? Let's say, hypothetically speaking, she's correct about the structure and everything on there and whatnot, right? Let's just say hypothetically, that means she was on the property. That means either her
no, it doesn't.
or one of you idiots was on the property.
What she pointed out was when you look at this house, the little, like, everything holding up the roof kind of leans in. It structurally looks like it's all going to collapse on you. From the pictures he posted on Zillow, Burnt Toast does not live anywhere near him. She was never on the property.
Remember the same property that you guys claimed you didn't go on to slash those tires. I already have a police
tires
report.
Weren't slashed. That was clearly a blowout. You dumb fuck.
When you talking about slashing those tires, in case you forgot about that.
Monty, what did you do? What did you do? Why is this man so mad at you?
He's more mad at Burnt Toast, but he's gonna throw it at me.
Remind you guys of a couple of things with the laws that we have in this country. You are not to go on people's private property and damage their property. And yes, I know you and your friends had a part in going over there and slashing those tires when that car was on the property.
How's he know you and your friends slashed those tires? Wouldn't you and your friends be smarter than that?
Rev showed a picture of his blown out tire, which is the exact pattern of any blowout. If you look up blowout on YouTube and compare it to his tire.
From the rim cutting it up and everything.
Yeah. He claimed that people from YouTube came to his house and cut his tire up with rebar, which also makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. Well, we all know Rev is perfectly in touch with reality.
And G-Man believed it.
Well.
Yeah. GG.
And now I know you've been to the property, Burnt Toast. So you ain't got to worry about calling the authorities. I'm going to do it for you. And I'm going to press charges against you because I don't think it's funny. You are now going to have to explain to me how you quote unquote know certain things. And not just you, anybody talking about it. That includes Dragnet Silvis or Alfred Mims. It doesn't make a difference. All right? It doesn't make a difference.
It's not a bad doctor. He knows. Everybody knows the thing. What is he doing? He just got quiet. And then that avatar.
So y'all can just say whatever y'all want. Laugh it up.
Laugh it up.
When I start on this chick, I'm not going to stop. I'm warning you guys.
Warning with death threats?
So tomorrow, Monty, I was going to go on your Hannibal and Monty show. I am not going on your channel.
Pause it. Wait a minute. So wait, Monty, you booking crazy people on our show again, nigga? Damn. What the fuck? You are not supposed to be. I thought we agreed that we were going to decide together who was going to be on our show or not.
Listen, I'm going to tell you how this works.
Okay.
You're arguing with G-Man logic. G-Man has said over and over, like he's giving us a treat, I will come on your Hannibal and Monty show, because he does it like that all the time. He says that all the time. We have not discussed this.
No, we haven't.
No, me and G-Man haven't discussed this. He has just been saying it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Listen.
Took it back.
All right, my bad. I got mad. I'm sorry. I got prematurely upset. My slap hand started buzzing, and I got real upset just now. I'm sorry. I thought Listen, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I took G-Man in earnest. I thought he was like, you know what? I thought you was setting him up to be on our show, and I was about to be very upset with you. Just
no. G-Man he thought he was throwing us a bone, because how could anybody say no to G-Man saying I'll show up on your channel?
I don't think we've had G-Man back on since he said he'd murder trans people.
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
And
so
that was because he said shit about me that y'all have him on. And again, I appreciate y'all sticking up for me that night.
Yeah. And like we had G-Man on our show once after, talking about him and making videos and stuff. We had him on the show so he could, and it was and we had Dragnot on the show with us as well. And the show ended up being largely cordial. And G-Man, apart
he
from
can
his
do
normal
that
shenanigans, he was well balanced and even tempered until Monty said he would be a better rapper if he rapped on beat. And G-Man was confused, and then he got angry. He got very, very, very upset, and then he went full G-Man. And in the words of the great philosopher poet Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder, you never go full G-Man.
Full G-tard.
Yeah.
That's true.
Jetarded.
He's G-tarded.
Number one. Number two, whoever that girl is in that picture is getting talked about tomorrow. I don't care what you think, sir. Y'all gonna interfere in my personal life, I'm gonna be all in yours.
Yeah, because it's all about the eye for an eye, not turn the other cheek, right, G-Man?
Yeah.
He going Old Testament on your ass.
Yeah.
He going fire and brimstone.
Look, he doesn't want me to strike down upon me with great
For the most part, when I make my YouTube videos, I deal with YouTube. I am getting sick and I am getting tired of you dumb idiot atheists getting on my case because I want to help homeless people.
Whoa.
Burnt Toast is a Christian.
What? He wants to help homeless people? You mean himself?
He's talking about Shanny and Rev.
Oh.
He's been funding their homelessness.
Has he really?
Yes, he's really
what a
been
ridiculously stupid simp.
He gives them money and buys them Delta 8.
Are you kidding me? So he's buying drugs for people. This is great.
Yeah.
Well, Delta 8.
He buys drugs for
it
people.
is legally a drug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think THC is legal in Pennsylvania, is it? So that's probably why he is buying them Delta 8, because that's all you can get legally there.
I'm getting sick and tired of this. Enough's enough. You have no justification for that at all.
And I want to point out how fucked up it is when you're helping friends out, but then to win an argument, you're like, because I want to help out homeless people. They're not fucking homeless people to you. They're bummy friends.
Mm-hmm.
You think they've had a three-way?
I hope they have.
Yeah, for sure.
For some,
I'd be willing to bet everything I have that there's been like they've definitely done a fucking
menage a trois.
Think a trap.
Do you think Rev had to sit in the cuck tent and watch?
I think Rev pulls it out and puts it in his mouth.
The little sliding pop.
Yeah.
I think Rev
doesn't have enough to pull out or put in.
No, I mean he's pulling G-Man out of
gotcha.
Yeah.
I think that G-Man and Shanny are having sex, and then Rev watches in the corner.
It could be the cuck tent. Yeah, that's what Billy was talking about, the cuck tent in the corner. Mm-hmm. Build a little blanket fort in the corner and peer through the opening.
Eat any snacks that get fucking jostled out of Shanny's cracks.
Yeah.
yeah, Shanny. Yeah, G-Man's fucking me good. You like this, Rev? Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
If somebody could like take that audio and like animate that, I would be very appreciative.
I would be glad to do the voices for it if anyone wants to. I'll do both of their voices.
Bass player 13 says THC is medically legal in Pennsylvania.
Medically, I don't know. Different states have different medical requirements too. Some states it's really easy to get, and some states you have to have like cancer to get it. So.
It's weird because like there are like gas stations and different places in Florida where you can like buy it like over the counter at like you could buy it at a gas station, but also you could be arrested for buying it, which I've never understood.
Are you talking about Delta 8?
Yes, Delta 8.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
But I'm
at least I believe. You know what? Somebody fact check me on that first. Somebody in the chat, because if I'm wrong, y'all will definitely let me know. But yeah, check on that.
It was like that
story.
It was like that in Ohio with CBD back in the day. Like CBD, you could buy it at like a smoke shop, but then you could it was technically illegal. So
some justification. And only this time, you're going to find out I'm not Shanny and I'm not Rev. I will blow your freaking head off.
Man.
Do you understand me?
Goes again.
You can go out there and say G-Man's not a Christian all you want. You went on my private property.
G-Man's not a Christian. Yeah, nobody went on your property.
And come to think about it, you're intentionally trying to devalue my house on purpose.
How's that?
By letting Shanny and Rev live in it?
I was going to say by letting everyone know he lives in it. Yeah, all of the above.
Here's some shit that I'm thinking on this. He's upset that the neighbor said people have been looking at his property when he just listed it for rent on Zillow. Of course, people are going to look at his property. He's trying to rent it.
Exactly.
I got something for you, little. I got something for you. You ain't going to like it. You ain't going to like it one bit. As for the people in my live chat,
you don't fuck.
Where's that person that said that they...
Oh, now he's getting a Skype call. Who's calling him here?
Shut up. That's Drag calling him.
Oh.
Where's the and I'm gonna make this person really clear here. I'm done with the talking. I've been done with the talking for about 3 years.
No, that's all you're doing
here. I'm done with the talking. I can argue mental anguish. I can argue harassment.
No, you can't.
I can argue stalking. I can argue all of that. There is no reason for her to be talking about something that I own. If the house burns down, burnt toast, I'm coming for you. If the property is damaged, burnt toast, I'm coming. Forget dragging those guys. I'm coming for you.
God forbid somebody leaves a fucking hair dryer plugged in somewhere and the place burns down, then all of a sudden their negligence causes G-Man to go on a tirade.
Yeah. But is that so dissimilar from Jared Genesis? Like if some raccoons knocked over his fucking trash can, he would say Drunken Peasants fans did it.
Yeah.
You.
If he stubbed his toe, he'd say the fucking dresser he stubbed it on was one of our Patreons.
A woman or not.
The old Drunken Peasant fan pretending to be a chifferobe routine.
The old chifferobe switcheroo.
You want to talk about how men and
oldest
women
trick in the book
are equal and whatnot? You can take this whipping just like anybody else. So I'm warning you, watch your back. Because I know where you live and I know where you are.
No, you don't.
You stupid
You
little
know where
slut.
somebody close to me lives.
Yeah, G-Man, if you're watching this, take a step back. Your information's bad. You're literally attacking innocent fucking people.
Yeah.
Sit back.
G-Man, I want to say this here. Do not try to get anywhere near that woman, because while we may have our problems and may be separated right now, I will fuck you up if you try to touch her.
Ooh, Monty. All right. Monty went full big dick energy just now. All right.
Yeah.
Good on you, Papa Bear. I see. Okay.
And that goes double for any woman I've had my cock in, G-Man.
The mother of my son.
Mark my words. Try me if you want.
Okay.
But he's not going to come to New Orleans. We're in New Orleans, by the way, G-Man. Come on down.
Everybody on here want to keep talking. Everybody wants to get on YouTube and they want to talk and they want to talk and they want to talk and they want to talk. Then you want to violate people's private life. Let me tell you something. You can call me the N-word. You can whatever you want to do.
Who's doing that?
Yeah, I'm not going to caught in this trap
N-word?
again.
I would very much like to call him the N-word right now.
Look, nigga, I ain't calling you the N-word.
No, we don't say that on Drunken Peasants, Monty. We say that for our show.
Oh. All right.
Damn it, man. Come on.
Yeah. We're caffeine and N-bomb free here at Drunken Peasants.
Well, we're doing the fair or foul later, though.
Oh.
Yeah, we're stealing one of your segments tonight.
It's called appropriation, Ben.
Yep.
To me personally, that's fine. You start messing with things that I own, we're gonna have a problem.
We're gonna have a problem.
Had surgery
But you're okay
earlier
with
today,
you're
so
okay with
now
all the
I'm
child
enjoying
abuse,
some
child
Cossack's
neglect.
and
But mess with
THCs
things you own is a problem. Gotcha.
Brought
Monty,
with a
you are
chunk with those
talking over super
Percocets.
chats right now. Okay, you being very
It's
disrespectful.
Percocets and gummies, Monty. Don't you want Percocets and gummies? Would that help you settle down from these threats that got you shook?
It will. It will. Look, I was trying to figure out. There was a vape shop or a smoke shop that had just opened up, and they were selling gummies, but they had a weird looking G, so it looked like cummies.
So how many did you buy?
I want cummies. What are cummies?
Exactly.
I'm going into this place to get.
I feel like we all know what cummies are, and you
Yeah.
should like if you want a salty, viscous snack.
Oh God.
Yeah, but you can't. But no, what I was thinking, you can't advertise gummies like that. Gummies.
Yeah.
Can you?
Like
Yeah. Listen.
They legalized it.
I love the idea of cummies. Listen, I'm working on, like, I tell people all the time, I'm only good at 3 things: fighting, fucking, and making music. And I'm currently working on a project to combine all 3 things that I'm great at.
Oh,
right?
shit.
It's gonna be a movie called Mortal Kombat. It's gonna be super dope. It's gonna be porn, right? But it's also gonna have the best martial arts scenes you have ever seen. Like, I'm gonna get the best fighters on earth to participate in this film, and also there's gonna be fucking. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do all the music. I'm writing it. I'm directing it. Monty's gonna do the art. It's gonna be fantastic. Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Gotcha.
Finish her.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. Okay, I like Mortal Kombat too.
How about
I can get around certain likeness rights with that one as well?
How about an animated children's show called The Cummy Bears? Squirting here and there and everywhere.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere. I like it. Okay? Yes. Tigger was always a little too happy for me anyway. So
Those big old Tiggers?
And was that episode that fucked with me as a child when Eeyore came out the closet?
What? Eeyore is
Thanks
not.
for noticing me.
Eeyore isn't LGBTQ plus, is he?
He was like, "Hey man, you all right?" And he was like, "I'm fine, Winnie.
Thanks for noticing." You know what else this makes me think about?
I have fucked both of my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, G-Man really wants to test somebody that's that sick. You're done, G-Man. You're done for.
I'm figuring he's just going to keep repeating himself for a little while longer, so we're going to move on to something else.
Yeah, we don't need to watch any more of that garbage.
It was good, though.
If y'all want to hear the rest of it, check out me on Burnt Toast channel tomorrow.
Yeah.
Me and Toast are going to review them together.
Wait, when tomorrow are you doing that?
During the day at 11.
Girl.
Yeah, on her channel.
So,
we got a whole show to do tomorrow, and you talking about doing another show, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm still waiting on Monty to call me back to tell me how to adjust my OBS settings for Drunken Peasants tonight.
Yeah,
Monty.
I'm gonna call. Look, as soon as I'm finished with Drunken Peasants, I'll call you and I'll help you.
It's already done, goddammit. We're on the show. I'm sorry, Ben. I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's okay. It's okay.
Not gonna do it no more. I'm sorry. I'm done.
So the fair or foul question here is I guess it would be Mike Tyson's opinion on the N-word.
Yeah.
So here it is. This is from his podcast, which is great. I recommend everyone watch it. And he's got Kenan Thompson.
Tell G-Spot he a soft nigga with no trigger finger ass nigga.
Okay. Well, Stephen Hawking is a racist.
That was Mighty Five.
Hannibal looking to be the RZA of porn.
Yes.
So here it is. It's Mike Tyson, Kenan Thompson, and 2 other guys that I don't recognize.
I'm so happy no one called me.
Listen to what he says here.
He said, "Stop that fucking nigga word, nigga." Sometimes you get the ADF. You know these people, right? Nigga's not good no more.
No,
and they're gonna take nigga. I like that. They're gonna take nigga from us now.
Action porn. Winner of Sunday's Festival Award and the Beijing Crying Monkey Award. Less than. Topic Thunder.
Yeah. They getting ready to take nigga. I like nigga. Now that's something I like. The white man gave me, they gonna take it away.
I don't want to get canceled, but I have a very popular opinion that I think another word needs to be claimed by a whole nother community.
Nigga.
I think mentally impaired community needs to take back the word retard. Because right now that's a hard. You can't say that word.
Listen, I don't say that word. My wife and everybody.
He's like, I'm saying. But imagine, and this is just pure comedy sakes. I apologize beforehand and afterhand. These are all apologies ahead of time. This is just a thought. That's it. All right. Imagine that community reclaim that word, like black people have reclaimed the N-word. I mean, they could just be tossing it around, and then they had the power back.
No, let me let you know something about nigga, okay? Let me teach you something about nigga.
Oh, shit, here we go.
Nigga shit, You don't even have to be a nigga. Don't even have to be involved for it to be nigga shit. So how you gonna stop people from saying the word nigga?
Yeah, that's true though.
Yeah.
And Kenan Thompson's like the only mainstream celebrity. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So he's quaking in his boots right now.
He's not quaking. He's just like, how do you win this argument against Mike Tyson, right?
They're going to cancel Good Burger too because of this.
Yeah. Well, so if people that are like on the spectrum, even like slightly so, if they decided that they wanted to claim the R word back, right? Like it's like, you know what? Yeah. This is ours and we can use it because we're on the spectrum and you can't.
They do that.
Yeah.
They literally do that. There's tons of people on the spectrum that brought the R word. Look at fucking Bo Blacks. There's tons of people that took the word back and used this. It exists.
I don't know. It's a battle worth fighting, man, because that word has got the worst connotation. It does. And it's holding back a certain respectful outlook on this culture.
I don't feel held back. I feel ascended.
It's not holding you back. That's the truth, though.
It's not holding you back. Then you can fight.
I know it's definitely holding the respect.
I won't call him an Afro. I'm not an Afro-American. I'm a nigga.
Yeah, that doesn't work when you're trying to get a job.
Well, they know. Everybody know right now. I'm a nigga. Anybody want to hire me? Anybody want to hire Mike Tyson for anything? I know. I'm fucking blowing billions. I am a nigga.
He said
okay.
Do you feel that doesn't mean they can say it to him though?
Michael,
they
won't. Michael, I feel like this is the time
to
tell you that that's not the case at all. You are a brilliant man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I'm that too.
No doubt.
I'm that too.
I think the misunderstanding of trying to reclaim something that is attached to such bullshit still to this day.
I'm not gonna go that route. I'm a nigga. Yo, what you doing to do?
Yeah. I want to hear what Kenan got to say.
Mike Tyson's not trying to reclaim it. He's saying he's been this.
Yeah.
He's not reclaiming anything.
But Kenan was dropping he was about to say some insightful shit.
Let's see.
So I'll support you, but let me stay a nigga.
You think they gonna say nigga in 40 years while we're in space? Like niggas is astronauts?
No, listen.
You think that word will survive that long?
Yes, this word will.
It could.
Listen. It's not a beginning. Once it began, it'll never end.
Nobody's saying honky no more. When was the last time you heard honky?
Me.
You don't hear none of that shit. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear none of that shit towards anybody else's culture,
A lot of the white fucked up shit. No, right?
You don't hear that shit in anybody else's culture on this planet. Nobody is self-deprecating like that.
What are the white words? What are they like?
Cracker, honky.
Cracker's gone. Cracker's been gone.
He was just a little illiterating, you know? That's what they said about him. And they go, Keenan's greatest racist hits.
We talk about these things on SNL.
I believe
they all gone.
But still, there's other Italian. They do deppers and people that make the other Italians say, I wish you wasn't Italian. I wish you wasn't Spanish. I wish you wasn't this. We all have these people in our life.
Yeah, but Italians don't necessarily run around calling each other Goomba. They might call each other wise guy or whatever.
My Dago.
You know, Spanish people don't call each other wetbacks.
Do you hang in that white? They all call each other names. They're still jealous of one another.
No. I mean, I got Italian people in my family, so I'd be around, other cultures, like for real.
Wow. Is Kenan saying he has Italian friends?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
I have over 3 Italian friends.
The games.
Matter of fact, my mom went to an Italian restaurant the other day, so it's not racist.
Pizza Hut.
Look at that.
This is the real deal, right? White people did a good job of killing white people way before we got here.
Facts.
Okay? People are gonna kill. This is just what it is. And in order to kill, we gotta dehumanize you. How do I dehumanize you? You fucking wop, you fucking nigger, you fucking spick. That doesn't deserve respect.
I hear what you're saying there. However, the continual usage like that is going to be a positive for the culture is the biggest misunderstanding in black culture right now.
I know, well, maybe it's not, but it hasn't. It's proven you wrong. You got white people saying that, and you got everybody. The word is bigger than you ever can conceive.
Yeah, but we're also the most hunted people on the planet because of this disrespect towards this culture. Like, we looked at as less than, and that word perpetuates that mindset, in my opinion.
So what you want us to be? You want us to be...
We
want us to be safe.
We
want us to be
warriors. Look
safe.
at you, man. You the most fucking ferocious motherfucker that ever walked the planet.
You could be a warrior and not be ferocious. You could be a warrior of mind.
I love how he gets philosophical.
A warrior of mind. I like how Mike's just like, you can't even conceive how big that word is. It's bigger than you could ever conceive.
All that shit.
Yeah, I've heard variations of this argument over the years between black folk. Yeah. Okay. All right. I want to see the rest, and I want to with the fair file question.
Yeah. All right.
For to be respected, and I feel like the usage of that word cuts into that.
I went to Kazakhstan, and then some Asian motherfucker was like, "Yo, what up, my nigga?" Like, or when I go to Africa, when you go to Africa, right?
Africans
What up, my
love
nigga?
saying
They be like, "My nigga."
And that's
They
great.
love
But
saying
guess
that.
what?
No,
Here in
I'm on your
America,
side, by the way.
when
I'm on your
you getting
side.
pulled over by the police, the usage of that word and how they perceive you could get you fucking killed.
I'm on your side. I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? And like we being hunted out here, like we less than.
That's who I am. They're gonna have to kill me then.
Nah, bro.
I want to die, and they're gonna have to kill me then.
Nah, man.
I'm not gonna stop
I'm not
saying
even
that.
talking about for you. I'm talking about for the children, for the babies, for the
future.
this, for the that. We supposed to be protecting these, younger generations. We supposed to be the ones to like.
Jeopardy skit SNL has done yet.
This is a great SNL skit here.
Like that word.
I'll have N-words for 1,000, Alex.
Protecting these, younger generations. We supposed to be the ones to like make it.
They'll find another name then.
Yes,
please. Before there was a nigga, there was
Let's
another
go back
name.
to my brother. What happened to my brother? That was the shit. The 70s was the shit.
I don't know. Does that sound cool?
What you looking for is not a reality. You have to believe it.
We have to make it a reality. I don't think it's an impossible thing. I just think
the
it's people that can influence
what I
things
believe.
like
I think
yourself
it's more impossible than our life.
I mean, look at the word, the F word. Everybody said it like crazy. Can I say faggot? I don't know. Can I say that?
You can say that word.
He's like, I don't like that word.
Like,
I don't like that
I'm not
word.
going to any gaper, but that word is out of here. Like, the community came and eradicated that word, like, legally. Like, you can't say that shit.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe people educated themselves and say, hey, this is not right.
Nah, but yo, Mike, they legally stopped. Yo,
No. This is his point. Let's be real. Ready?
He's going to say that you legally can't say the F word. That's when you're committing a crime towards somebody. You can't say it because that becomes a hate crime. That's why you can't say it. The same thing with the N word. If you say it while you're committing a crime, you're committing a hate crime at that point. Any crime committed with hate, people can say these words,
what if
right?
What if it's white on white crime, but then somebody calls themselves the neighbor word? Is it still a hate crime?
Call themselves it?
No. They call the person that they're attacking. They call that word, but it's two. It's an Italian American and a German American.
I think it would really come down to the court of law and whether or not you could convince the jury that the person thought that you were 5%.
Why?
Yeah.
All right. The truth of the matter is this. The word fucking sucks. Our reclamation of it's a haphazard attempt to say we reclaim something. Let's just be honest. It's not really smart. I've never heard any other nationality talk to each other with the same degrading word. Now, hold on. Ready? Our situation is unique. We're one of the rarest people that stayed in the country.
It's unique because we have decades of it being popularized in music. It's a cool fucking word when it's rapped. I'm sorry. I wish I could rap along with the songs. I grew up on it.
Listen. I like when Lil Dicky came out with Freaky Friday. I had a whole lot of conversations with a lot of my white friends.
I bet.
I'm like, hey, so listen, I don't care what you do when I'm not around. That's all I'm gonna say. Where'd Monty go? Monty just disappeared.
He just switched bodies with Little Dicky. Did Monty just switch bodies? Does Little Dicky just switch bodies with people so he can say the N-bomb?
The biggest parts of the foundation, culture, and everything. But the issue is we have our only 3 major exports, and one of them's entertainment. And we're one of the biggest chunks of entertainment on the planet. And when we export that word, we're exporting the connotation that it's okay to utilize that word. Now, I use the N-bomb every fucking day, 24/7.
So do I.
I'm in that nuance.
And if the rappers, if people are using the N-bomb in entertainment, but they work for a label owned by white people, does that mean I can just hire a person of color to say the N-word for me and I'll be okay? Is there Uber for dropping bombs? Is that what we're saying?
Listen, we could create that company, Billy.
Right?
We could do it.
Neighbor.
Paradox, right? Understand exactly.
I think we would make a lot of money.
Exactly what he's saying, where there should be better, but
you can't just expect people to take it the right way.
No, but
you know what I'm saying? You got to educate.
Me.
Right.
Mike, if I'm not a nigga, I'm
Hank
not.
Chill says that's what Tarantino does. Exactly.
Listen to what he says here.
You got to educate.
Me.
Right.
Mike, if I'm not a nigga, I'm nothing.
Not true.
No, it's true if I believe it's true.
Yeah, but you should believe that.
You can't control the way I fucking think, nigga.
I'm not trying to.
Then don't talk about it.
But let me tell you something real fast, right? And I know Mike is chill and he is older right now, but if Mike Tyson just told me that shit, I would be like, all right. And that's it. That's the end of the goddamn conversation. I'm not arguing with this man. He bit Holyfield's ear off.
But Mike's argument here is that this isn't about reclaiming a word. This word is something he has identified with. Like, if you tell him that he can't call himself that, you're effectively dead naming him. Mm-hmm. He identifies.
I just finished, and I'm no spoilers, right?
Yeah.
But I just finished season 3 of The Boys, and
What's
there is
people figure out that Latinos
Captain America style character, right? And matter of fact, you can actually just use Captain America as an archetype, right?
Yeah.
If somebody got frozen in the 40s or 50s and then got unfrozen in 2022, right? There's a lot of cultural and societal shit that they got to adjust to. Right, that like there's a lot of stuff that you got to get used to, like immediately, and I wouldn't immediately expect somebody to just get it. So yeah, okay, all right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No problem.
And that's a good analogy, though. Mighty Five, that Dono came through and said, "What's going to happen when people figure out that Latinos say the N-bomb on a regular basis, and even say it out loud with black people around?" There's a lot of Asians that say the word as well. I think that when it comes to not saying it, there's just a class of people who believe it's not classy. And it's maybe self-policing from a class of white people that are saying we don't use it. Maybe it's also imposed policing from people of color saying you can't use it. But I mean, anybody could say the fucking word, right? I don't recommend it. I think it's cringy as hell when people do, but it's like it's still a word. I think I think it's terrible when people get attacked and canceled when they're just using the word to have conversation about it, right? Like, it shouldn't be a word that we can't. I don't even use it in conversation. We're having a conversation about it right now. We have to have these conversations so we understand how to fix it, right? We can't just say this is the no-no word, put it in the no-no spot, because when you have a red button that says do not push, motherfuckers push it.
Yeah. That's the first thing they do is like, well, why can't I push this button? I'm going to push this button because you told me that I can't, and it's my God-given right to do what I want when I want. I'm not hurting anybody. It's just a word, right? And I've definitely heard these arguments before. And I've been in these rooms where these conversations have been had. My mom and I feel like had a conversation like this where my mom was definitely more on the Keenan side of the argument, and I was more on the Mike side of the argument. So yeah, I've seen this play out a few times.
If I'm not a nigga, I'm nothing. So don't tell me I'm not.
Why would you think
Are you
that?
a sign? Because it is. It's that way.
But pause it one more time, Ben. There's also something else going on here, right? Like we all know the word, but like in this instance, Mike Tyson and Kenan Thompson have two different connotations that they're assigning to it,
I think
right? So for Mike, he's not just hearing it as the racial slur, he's hearing it as a term of endearment culturally amongst his people, right? Keenan is seeing it from a whole different landscape, right? He works in entertainment. He's worked at NBC. He's worked at NBC so long that he became the new Tim Meadows on SNL.
He did.
You know what I mean? Like he became the new black guy.
Yeah.
Like when they used to only have the one black guy. And I feel bad for Keenan because he had it was like Richard Pryor was that guy for a while. Then it was Eddie Murphy. Then it was like Chris Rock. And then it was just like, then you had Tim Meadows and now you got him. Right? And it's just like, that's such a
Tracy Morgan.
I don't know if I want that burden on me to have to follow Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy. But going back to it,
was Richard Pryor on SNL?
He wasn't like a permanent cast member, but he was on it a whole bunch of times in the 70s.
Garrett Morris was like the
the original black guy.
Oh yeah, Garrett, you're right. Garrett was you're right. Yep. You're right. I was you know what? Thank you for the correction. But yeah.
But name one amazing character Garrett Morris played on SNL.
I can't name a character. I can't
exactly
name a sketch that he was in. Like he was technically on Saturday.
Yeah,
yep. That way it is. I don't know why, but it's that way. There's nothing you could do. Your education. That's the way I'm programmed.
I feel like it's a work.
Speaking of Richard Pryor on SNL, there's the Chevy Chase Richard Pryor sketch that Richard Pryor wrote where they were doing like a word association thing. Yeah. And Chevy Chase said the N-word with the hard R on live TV a couple times.
Yeah. It's one of the funniest SNL sketches ever. I was like, man, this show is so edgy and trendy. Yeah. Man, this is gonna be one of the forefronts of comedy for generations. And that was not really the case.
That
sketch was.
They could never do that now.
If anything lasts longer than a generation, it loses touch with ever being fresh, and it only can keep up with the times. And it's a victim of its own success. That's all.
I'm surprised no one tried to cancel Chevy Chase for that.
No, look, I was. You say I was watching The Simpsons the other day. My housemate was watching The Simpsons the other day, and one of the new episodes from one of these later seasons, and I was like, God damn, The Simpsons is still on. Who the fuck is still watching The Simpsons? And then we watched it, and I was like laughing my ass off. I was like, yeah, this still is probably the best animated show on TV, and it was like, and I saw it, and and instantly I was like, oh yeah, this show is hilarious and incredible. And also, I haven't watched The Simpsons in over a decade. Over a decade.
When The Simpsons first came out, Bart was in the 4th grade, and so was I. And now I'm 41 years old. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember when to talk about the evolution of the times? You remember how mad the world was when Bart Simpson said "damn" on TV?
Yep. Yeah, there was also the underachiever and proud of it shirt, and because so The Simpsons just got banned from my school, like flat out because of that shit.
Same. Yep. Mine too. It got banned from my elementary school because of that.
Bro, it's like worldly used. Like this shit is like the norm. It's like I don't think.
Yeah, I mean it's also
crazy,
the norm
like
to have a bunch of fucking armies in every single country, and then all of a sudden one of them invades a country type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to just accept the norm just because that's what's happening at the current time.
Like, I don't even think it's the norm anymore. It became something else.
Man, I just don't
it's
believe
not norm.
That. I just don't believe that we need the educators, but we got to get rid of that word. No, that word inspires us. If it doesn't, look how weak we are now.
I'm not talking about us. We don't need the inspiration for us.
It inspires me.
The N-word was on the menu back then. The first episode of The Jeffersons drops one.
Yeah, well, I mean, you bring up Chevy Chase and how he should have been canceled.
I didn't say he should have been. I'm just surprised.
How you were surprised he wasn't canceled.
Yeah.
But you bring up and you say, but he was playing that character again in Community, updated recently within the last 10 years. It was just, a little written a little different, but it was the same shtick. It was the same exact shtick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about the connotation that happens when you are at the mercy of a motherfucker that is looking at you as a nigga. That's a problem.
That's a different side. Yeah, it's looking at like police officers.
But you have to also realize Mike Tyson, he came up. Tupac died after one of his events, right? Like he was in the fucking shit when the shit was going down in America.
He was a poor kid from the Bronx too.
Yeah,
like, he probably has a different upbringing than Keenan. I don't know. I venture to guess.
What he's telling them is you can't tell him nothing when it comes to this. And I think we watched this clip on was it a private show the other night?
Something like, or it might have been on the regular show, but
I can't remember when we watched it. But you'll see how it kind of ends here. I think it's coming to an end.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Police officers they ain't thinking about Jay-Z.
When I talk to you, I talk to all these people there. They're white, I don't care. They all look at me as a nigga. If they don't, I expect them to.
That's where we agree to disagree. Because I look at you as a king, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I look at you as one of the greatest people that ever walked this planet. The things you have done in your lifetime is so far away from the original connotation of that word, it's crazy.
You don't know my shadow.
I don't. I know what you've done.
My shadow comes, it counterproducts everything you say about me, brother.
I mean, I know what you've done in the light, my brother. You can't have a shadow without the light. And what you've done in the light is phenomenal.
You know what's crazy? He's a guy that got kidnapped by 3 elements of entertainment. You got the underworld, you got the entertainment, you got sports, and you got now you got us, the humans. He's multi-dimensioned. So
layered.
He looks at the word differently. Just like Jay-Z be like, I'm that nigga.
We all, our culture has turned that word into something
But why nobody ain't putting up money to legally stop that shit? You can't
why
say
would you want to stop that?
You can't say
because our own community.
He just said it. How could you not say it? He just said it.
It's not illegal to say it. It's definitely not illegal to say it just to say it.
Stopping it.
Exactly. I just heard to legally stop that shit. Like, what did I miss?
You know why the F-bomb is not as accepted as the N-bomb? All the
because
gay,
it's not as many cool gay rappers.
All the gay people that made music never used it in their lyrics.
Yeah.
If Elton John was like, "Hold me closer, baby, fire," like we would accept that shit.
Because I'm not stopping it. Right.
That's the point.
Community, bro.
Yeah.
I can't stop you right now. I'm not trying to stop it. I'm just trying to let it be known.
You're just trying to make niggas think for 1 second.
No, it ain't even about what black people think about it. It's about what other motherfuckers think about it. And it's happening. Like a lot of white people know they can
maybe when I die, there won't be no more niggas. But until I die, I'm a nigga.
That's the argument. You can't say fair or foul with this argument. Mike Tyson just laid it out. He's like, if I'm the last one, then I'm the last one. That's how I see myself. That's how I identify. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you don't understand it.
Highlanders, like at some point, it's like there can be only one.
You basically just described Southside Chicago, Monty.
Yeah, exactly. If there ever is 2, then it comes down to 1.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, look, it makes sense. Every time I see Monty, he's trying to cut my head off, so it makes sense.
No!
But he does it with biting criticism, though. He doesn't do it with like a sword, right?
No,
he does it by withholding fatherly approval.
This part here,
I do it by. He's like, "What do you think of this mask? It's cool, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool." That spike is a little bit off on the left.
This part of the video here. This part of the video here, what this guy's about to say, the story he's about to tell, this is where I want to get the fair or foul opinion from.
No, this is but this is where I draw the line. Oh. I'm at Giorgio Baldi, fancy restaurant, Santa Monica. So there were 4 white chicks enjoying myself. One of them got too comfortable. Oh yeah, that's my nigga. I literally G-checked her. Whole shit changed, whole temperature, whole mood.
I don't think she should have been G-checked.
No, because listen, that's where I draw the line.
That's where I draw the line. I'm at a fancy restaurant with 4 white chicks in Santa Monica, California, and one of them drops the N-bomb, so I G-check her. He's not G-checking anybody. Fair or foul? Can he G-check? Fair or foul?
Look, wait, what's the fair foul question?
He is at a fancy restaurant.
This wasn't the original
in Santa
question.
Monica, California.
We got the details.
He's at a fancy restaurant in Santa Monica, California. 4 white with 4 white girls. One of the white girls drops the bomb. Is he capable of G-checking? Is this fucking guy who looks like this know-it-all that looks like he's part of a Lord of the Rings podcast?
Is it fair or foul that
is he capable of G-checking? Is he capable?
But no, that's not a fair or foul.
Yeah,
question.
that's a yes or no question.
That could be fair or foul. It'd be like, look at.
Is it fair or foul that this gentleman here can evoke the power of the G?
But I don't know whether to say fair or foul. Hannibal, ask the question. The question Billy's trying to ask.
No, I think he asked it. He asked it the same way I was. Is it fair or foul that this guy is capable of G-checking anybody for saying the N-word?
Okay, there you go. I can answer that.
It's the same thing, Monty.
It's fair. It's fair because of the setting. Just because he's at a fancy restaurant with some white ladies, and one of those white ladies got comfortable enough to say my nigga. Yes, he can go, whoa, 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 bitch. No, I might be here, but you don't get to say that.
So here's where the fair or foul is. I think it's foul as fuck that this guy's only a G when he's around 4 white women and not around Mike Tyson. That's why I think it's foul as fuck.
That's a different question.
That is a different question. Look, I have a story very similar to this. Years ago, God, this is about 10 or 12 years ago. I was going to a friend of mine had gotten tickets to the Braves versus the Dodgers at Turner Field, and she got a bunch of tickets, right? And she's Cambodian American, I think first generation, maybe second gen Cambodian American, and we're headed to the game, and it's me, my girlfriend. It was basically like 5 or 6 black people, 1 white woman, 1 or 2 white people, and like this Cambodian chick, right? And as we're driving to the game, she's just like, oh yeah, blah, blah, and then my nigga's this, and then blah, blah, and my nigga's that. Now, temperature check, I'm looking around, and I'm uncomfortable, right? And then I look around, and I see all the other black people are also uncomfortable, but nobody's saying anything because she got us the tickets. Right?
Wow.
So because I don't give a fuck, I ain't got nothing to lose. She ain't never seen my face before. I asked her to refrain from saying the word. And she was like, oh, but I grew up around niggas and I say shit all the time. I said, no. I hear that. And what I'm telling you is that I am being made to feel uncomfortable right now.
Yeah.
And I would prefer if you didn't say it. And that was it. And then she protested a little bit, and then I threatened to slap the shit out of her. And then she go, okay, I made the last part up. I didn't threaten to slap the shit out of her.
He didn't threaten. He just slapped her. The whole "I'm uncomfortable" thing is the lie.
It's comedy.
He just slapped her.
I was actually very comfortable. No, it was just look. I've been called, and I want to make sure that we draw a line in the sand here, right? Because a white person listening to rap music or hanging around black people and being like, "Oh, my nigga this, my nigga that," that doesn't make you racist, right? Yeah. I have been called a nigger, like hard ER, 3 times in my life. And every time I was at work when it happened.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like the first time this guy was paying with an American Express card, and I said, I need to see your ID. And he was like, no, that's an American Express. I said, I didn't ask you what kind of card it was. I asked to see your ID. And he was like, I don't have to show you my ID. And I was like, well, the store policy is that everybody has to show their ID. And then he got real, his face turned red. He turned into the little teapot. He was, I'm not showing my ID to him. And he said it. And I was like, oh, cool. So I just called my manager, and then my manager just tossed him out the store.
Yeah.
Nice. White guy, Mike Stanton. Also, drop one of Clues Bombs for Mike Stanton. And then like the second time I was working at a restaurant, I was working at the Hard Rock Cafe downtown Atlanta, and this guy comes in. He was a enlisted officer, like he was like Army. I think he was Army. And he came in with his wife, and they sat down. It's like 10 a.m. First table to sit down. I go up to him and say, "How you guys doing? My name's Will. I'll be your server today. What can I get you guys a drink?" Same thing. He's huffing and puffing, and he was like, "I didn't fight for our country's freedom to come back to America and get served by a." And he said the word. Wow. And I was like, "Cool. So let me go get somebody white to serve you." And the only white person we had was the manager. I said, "Hey man, dude said he don't want no niggas serving him, so I guess it's you. I guess you up." and neither of those times, and then the third time I was I was working a Kid Rock concert, and this was this was like Kid Rock. Like, this isn't like "My name is Kid." Like, this is not that Kid Rock, right? This isn't like the rap rock Kid Rock. No. This is after he like country, supporting the Confederate monuments, and it's about our freedom. It's about our like all that. This heritage, all of that shit, right? So this is when he's very pro Confederate flag, and like the doors for his concert open. It's sold out, 18,000 people, and the very first booth at the concert was a beer stand run by a nonprofit organization. It was called it was like a domestic abuse survivor. It was run by like this company that supports a nonprofit that supports domestic abuse survivors. It's like a bunch of old black ladies. There's a bunch of grandmothers, right? And then this group of people walks up with their Confederate flags, and they're chanting "USA, USA" at these old black women, right? And the old black women are terrified. So I very calmly asked them, as a member of management, as leadership, I was like, "Hey guys, we appreciate your energy and that you're bringing to the concert, but could maybe bring it down a notch, because the ladies that work the booth, are just trying to serve you guys beers, and they're a little nervous right now because your energy is so high, because you're real pumped for Kid Rock. So maybe you guys could just bring it down a notch, right?" And he's like, "What are you gonna do about it?" And then he, said it. And he's like, "What are you gonna do about it? You get the fuck out the concert." And I called security, they tossed his ass out. And I was like, "Yeah, who else want to call me a nigga?" Right?
Yeah.
Like, he gonna be watching the concert from outside. He gonna be listening. He can't even get in no more.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. And then, what the worst thing is, at that Kid Rock concert, that was just one of 3 times I got called the N-word hard R to my face. God. And I just, same thing. I didn't I grew up black in the South. I am used to racist shit. Like that type of shit don't even make my hand tremble. That ain't nothing.
From the second story who didn't want to be served by a black gentleman would have hated being a slave owner.
Imagine if that was the hill he was dying on. He was like, "I cannot stand one more moment of a black man serving a white man. So I hate slavery so much, I will be gone with you." Fuck.
Yeah. And I wanted to tell y'all those stories to, so we could illustrate the difference. There is a fundamental difference between somebody using that word in a hateful, racist way versus the pop culture reference of somebody using it in the rap song. Now, I am not the emperor of black people. I'm not Jesse Jackson. I do not determine who. I was hoping somebody would appreciate that South Park reference.
No, apologize.
I don't, control who says what and what the rules are, what the rules aren't. But there's a fundamental difference in how that word gets used and when it gets used, and context matters. That's what I have to say on the matter. What was the fair foul question? I'm curious.
Well, mine was Mike Tyson's take on the N-word versus Keenan.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with his take on it. I don't have a problem with Keenan's take on it either. I tend to lean more in the Mike category than I am on the Keenan territory. But I understand that there are black people that are like, yeah, I think if we set it up where, like, if they can't use the word, then nobody should use the word.
Yeah.
Right? I have met those people that have those opinions. My mom is one of those people, and I disagree with her, but that's her opinion. Like everybody feels differently about it. It means different things to different people.
Yeah.
When my mom went to school, the army had to bring her to school. Right? Because they didn't want to they didn't want segregated schools in New Orleans, right? So the army had to bring my mom to school. So so that word means something different to her than what it means to me, somebody who grew up listening to fucking NWA and Tupac. I mean, that's what the N stands for.
Yeah.
But that's the shit. Like, and this is a good platform to say this shit on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it goes along with that whole statement of Black people are not a monolith. Like, there are different opinions, and when it comes to that word, also there's a line with that. That's an in-house conversation at the same time.
Yeah, and then there are and I think that ends up being this clip becomes a microcosm of those private conversations that we have every Wednesday at the Black people meetings.
Yeah.
What are the house rules now on whites?
I mean, if you can make a decent potato salad, we can bring you in like once a month.
All right, yeah. Can you tell me whether or not I should be using cumin?
I mean, just a touch, Billy. Just a touch.
Do you guys remember Morton
Don't make
Downey?
that shit taste like tacos.
Do you guys remember Morton Downey Jr.?
Yes.
Yeah.
we watched an old clip of Morton Downey Jr. I was like sweating watching it because it was so tense. It was Morton Downey Jr. with the KKK at the Apollo Theater, packed to like the gills, Ooh. And it was getting so tense because the KKK guys were just dropping it. And you could see the crowd. There were like there was so much security there. It was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also I want to clarify. I don't think that guy at
Hannibal, sup nigga, you good? Let it out, Black Mysterio. You sound amazing right now.
Amazing,
Oh
amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, my nigga, I appreciate you. Okay, it's all.
I want to clarify that guy that was at the dinner with the 4 white girls in Santa Monica, he should have definitely told them how he felt about them the girl using the word and let her know that was not appropriate around him, and he doesn't think it's appropriate around anybody. He should tell her that, but he shouldn't say he's G-checking her. That's all I don't think he's the type that should be G-checking. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. You think he went a little too far with it and said, I had to G-check.
I just think if you're telling our guy Mike Tyson that he can't be using the M-bomb to go and use G-check, that's part of the culture, dude.
Okay, dude. All right, look, here's your fair foul question then.
Yeah.
Your fair foul question should have been, is it fair or foul that this motherfucker felt the need to say he had to G-check this bitch?
That's what I was trying to say. I whited it all up, dude.
You just boiled it down.
I fucking peckerwooded it, dude. I boiled chicken that motherfucker. That's my fault.
Yeah. I would say it's foul that he said he had to G-check her. Because I agree with you on that.
That's all I was hung up on. I was like, this guy.
That's where I agree with you.
This guy ain't never fucking G-checked nobody but a group of white bitches in Santa Monica.
That would be like me saying I had to G-check somebody. I don't G-check people. Y'all see me here every other week.
I feel like you're capable.
No.
I feel like you're capable of G-checking in certain like you could G-man check.
Yeah,
you a G-man check.
But no,
he's a little more volatile than 4 white girls in Santa Monica. Yeah. You G-check all around Seattle when you were getting kicked out of bars for being barefoot. I seen you G-checking. G-checking.
I feel like Hannibal.
No, that was because I didn't have an ID, not because I was barefoot.
I feel like Hannibal.
I mean, look, it could have been both, man. It could have been both. The toenail.
I feel like Hannibal would like German style potato salad better than like what we would call like American style, because that normally has mayo in it. Like German potato salad uses like more vinegar than mayo. And but the difference is most German potato salads I've had is it's served cold, when like whereas like other like American style is served like warm, but it has more mayo in it.
American?
Oh, yeah. I've always had all the potato salad I've had has been cold.
Yeah, it's always been chilled.
I've had it warm.
I'm trying to think of a warm potato salad that I've ever had.
I've had a lot of it.
Yeah.
I can't think of
potato
one.
Salad is usually cold. Like they throw that shit in the fridge.
Does it have mayo in it, or does it have vinegar in it?
I've only ever been exposed to ghetto potato salad because I've never seen. The only time I've ever seen potato salad be warm is there's this new phenomena, a fairly new phenomena of people trying to normalize putting potato salad in gumbo, and
yeah, I don't like it.
Nah, me and my girlfriend went to a fancy restaurant on Bourbon Street. We went to Sobo, and she ordered the gumbo, and I was like, "Oh, I want to taste some of your gumbo." And then I saw it, and he had the potato salad in the middle. I was like, "You sons of bitches!" Oh, I wanted to curse those motherfuckers out. Listen,
don't do it.
I like they lucky I can't use the F-bomb no more because I'd have been F-bombing everybody in that bitch.
That's why I don't put potato salad around when I make gumbo.
You know what? I got it mixed up. It's German potato salad that's warm versus the other kind that's cold.
Okay, because I've never had a. When you said warm potato salad, I thought maybe you were talking about poutine or chili cheese fries.
No.
Okay. Now wait. Does the German potato salad use a mayonnaise?
No, it uses vinegar.
Are getting real close to him not being invited to the
I know.
cookout.
Ben's gonna be outside of the cookout.
These aren't opinions. These are facts. Some potato salad is served warm.
We're gonna be sneaking you out gristle bones.
But I just got it mixed up which was which. Like if you go to like a German restaurant and you get their potato salad, it's usually warmer and it's more vinegary.
Okay.
And there's usually no mayo in it.
And for the record, Ben can come to the cookout as somebody's +1. Now his actions at the cookout will determine whether he can come back. Right? But he is always welcome. So anybody can bring him as a +1.
And all it takes is 1 to 2 people to say, "Don't bring that white boy back here."
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
But then it also, if you get like two, three people be like, "Man, that white boy cool as hell. Bring him back."
Yeah.
Like then you good. You got to pay.
It's been a while.
Look, while we're talking about the rules of black people meetings, just so y'all know, if they decide that if they decide after the first one that Ben like say, "Hey man, don't bring him around no more," then nobody else can use him as a +1 again.
Yeah.
That's it. That is it. It's like multiplying times 0. Okay, that is it.
Tell him FAO as long as you don't put any raisins.
No raisins. I don't. It's been so long since I've been to the cookout. I'm not sure if I got uninvited or if I just started eating fucking Chipotle and
What did
forgot
you
how
do
to
at the
eat
last
good
cookout,
food.
Billy? Because you might have gotten a bunch of people saying, "Don't bring that white boy back around here."
Yeah, I'm not sure. My last cookout was definitely it was one of the teens, 20 teens, somewhere in the 20
what did you
teens.
do?
What did I do? I'd probably
Somebody said some shit.
I don't know. Maybe I stepped into the circle, the cipher. Maybe I misstepped into the cipher. I would always push a little little gay stuff into the cipher.
Okay, time for the post show.
I might have.
This is what happens when I let it go on for too long unchecked. This is why I only try to take one bathroom break per show.
I might have turned the cookout into the LGBTQ. That was my bad. There's just so many cool things that rhyme with dick.
All right, guys, the post show, patreon.com/DP. I went ahead and linked it in the description. The links are up. We're going to watch something really interesting. It's a few excerpts from the audiobook that Brent Spiner wrote about his experience with a stalker, a lonely housewife that was obsessed with. I don't know who he could be talking about. You know,
I will hang around for that bit.
Yeah, no, we got to definitely look like if you guys haven't already joined the Drunken Peasants Patreon, you should join it now so you can come hang out so we can do post show full zebra effect.
Yes.
Yes.
I am postponing a studio session tonight.
Blessed.
So I can be a part of this madness.
Thank you.
So make sure you guys subscribe now. It's only $10, right?
Yeah. If you're a $5 patron, bump it up to 10. This is a great time to start. We're going to be doing these regularly, so come join in now at the first one.
Yeah, you're going to get all the post shows that we do. You're going to get the 2 private shows that we're going to do this month. We got one coming up Friday. We got one coming up the following Friday. And before the end of this month, we're going to do a movie review too. So you're going to get all that content for your $10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's $10. You can get that from your mama.
Yep.
Yep.
We are going
Call her up right now.
directly into that
Yeah, call
right
your mama
now.
and say, "Hey, I want to watch the post show, mama."
My mom just
Send it
texted
up.
me, and she said that when she was a kid, her mom made her hot German potato salad, no mayo, with sliced kielbasa, onions, rounds
kielbasa.
vinegar, and mustard seed.
I've had it with bacon in it, but I never had the kielbasa. But
And my mom said it was her favorite dinner before moving to Seattle.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was a little,
Where was she from?
the Upper Peninsula.
Oh, okay. Of Michigan?
No, of the Washington Peninsula.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
No, where the fucking near where Twilight was written.
So like the Olympic Peninsula.
Yeah, the Olympic Peninsula, the Upper Olympic Peninsula.
All right.
Yeah, Billy, why don't you do this real quick? Since Hannibal just said you can get that from your mama. Ask your mama if she can give $10 to somebody that don't have it. So
There's a restaurant on the Ave that I go to that's a German restaurant. What's it, like Schultz's or something?
There's a ton of good German restaurants in Seattle.
Yeah, but I'm talking about one specific
Yeah.
that I went to on the Ave. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's like Schultz's or something. And they have like a German potato salad that's exactly like that.
Yeah.
Warm, vinegary, no mayo. But I think it has like bacon bits in it. I actually ate it during one of my IRL streams one time. All right.
My mom is too poor to buy anybody a $10, so please spend your $10.
So you can't get it from Billy's mama.
I'm sorry, my mom's poor, dude.
Yeah, get it from your own mama.
Come on, shut up, Monty. Ben is trying to transition us to the post show.
I was trying to get more people here.
I appreciate it. We're going to go right there, like directly. As soon as the stream ends, we go live over there. So don't miss a thing. All right? Here we go. Good night.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.